Welcome back, people. It has been a while. I'm Jay from GameBustersUK, back with part 14 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses. Alright, so in the last part, it has been a while. In the last part, we fought Joey and we fought pretty much Shadi. So let's fight GameBustersUK, which is none other than Yugi's grandpa in the series. Now, this guy can be a bit annoying. I wouldn't say he's really hard, but he can be a bit of a pain. Now he's surrounded himself with labyrinth terrain, so you have to go all the way around, a bit like the labyrinth ruler. And just take a sip of my drink. Ah, lovely. And so you have to kind of make your way around. Now, you can break his strategy by having a Shadow Ghoul or a Labyrinth Tank. Something that can walk over Dungeon Worm. Something that can walk over Labyrinth terrain. And as you may have noticed, his deck leader is Exodia. So yes, just like in the series, he has the 5 pieces of Exodia. So that's pretty much his strategy. Lock himself around. Obviously he has to have a gap so you can get to him, and then basically bide his time with magic and trap cards so that he can summon Exodia. Now a lot of the times if he does put him down, put a monster face down or something face down, most of the time it is a piece of Exodia, but I've only had him have him summon Exodia once. He has managed to do it once. And that was like years ago, but it's only happened once, and I must have fought him about 7 or 8, 9 times in the past, maybe more. So it's very rare, unless you like really get stuck and you can't take out his monsters. And most of the time, I get to his pieces and I get to destroy him anyway. Sometimes he even gets rid of him himself by mistake, so it screws him over. I think he only has one set. You probably can only have one set anyway, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm just giving him some cards. You can do my strategy, which is pretty much just go all the way around, because I don't believe I have a Shadow Ghoul or a Labyrinth Tank, Dungeon Worm, whatever. Yeah, he does have traps, so watch out for that. So I think a nasty one can be just desserts, which I believe does damage the amount of monsters you have on the field. Or it might be as many monsters, well, I would say monsters on your side of the field, but I think it might be all together. So it could be his and yours, so that can be a nasty, I think it's a magic, or is it, yeah, it probably is a magic. It's a trap card in real life though. Yeah, so that's a nasty one. I think he has the, is it the that polarization potion or whatever it's called, which paralyzation probably that permanently spellbounds your monster. I think he has like spellbinding circle and stuff. He has various traps. He literally he has you know, some like spellcasters like a illusionist faceless mage, just to try and, you know, stop you, basically spellbound you and stop your monster so he can bide his time. Of course, to summon Exodia, he does need to be pretty much like in the center, and he has to have them around him. If he's away from them, they don't count. And of course, your deck leader does have to be the forbidden one. It is possible, if I remember correctly, to get the pieces in the game legitimately, but just like Forbidden Memories, it's possible as far as we know, but it's very difficult. You literally have to get lucky with certain cards on the slot machine, like get 3 of the same and you'll get a rare card. Same with like Blue Eyes, certain cards you can get, you know, 3 of the same. Yeah, as a trap hole. So he's got plenty of traps, so watch out for that. But let's say if you've got Dungeon Worm or something, you can break a strategy by just going straight to him. So that will help. But if you don't, like me, literally just circle around him. It's about you know, timing. I'd say this duel took about 8 minutes because this is a post commentary. Yeah, so really sorry. A lot of issues my end and stuff, so I haven't been able to sort things out. I've been planning with my guest commentator for a little while, but I've had to postpone it because obviously my times have been different to his, and he's more busy than I am, you see. But now I'm getting busy, I can't find the time to do it with him, so I'm just kind of doing it on the fly. Whenever I can, I'll just do it. Unfortunately, yeah, that's the problem recently. I can't just, like, if someone wants me to guest commentate with them, I can't really do it so easily as I could before. It's a bit difficult. My hours have been sort of moved about, and I might even have to do night shifts. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing it when I can, and I got a bit of a bad throat, so I'm sorry if I sound a bit funny. But yeah, I thought, well, it's been a while. I just need to do it. When I get a chance, just do it. Just go for it. I don't want to waste any more time. You know what happened to the Wind Waker playthrough? Don't know what's going to happen to that. I'm sure most people are not too bothered anyway, so that's alright. But yeah, I'm hoping to carry on recording more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of Roses, and I'll try when I get some time to just record, you know. Big thanks to JD Mulletman for joining me in the last episode. I'm sure I will do. I'm sure I'll record more with him for future stuff. But there's not really too much to say. You got plenty of monsters. Watch out for his traps. Let's see here. I used a trap to weaken his Aquamador. Do a lovely 2,000 damage. Look at that. Then he got half life points left. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, most of the time when he does put a card face down, it is Exodia pieces, but not all the time. Sometimes he will just put like trap cards down. So it may figure out, we're like, oh crap, it's got 3 pieces. But chances are it may not be true. And he'll also do that as well. There you go. So those 2 cards there are most likely Exodia pieces. And the other 2, and the other card obviously isn't. He mainly just does that yellow luster card. That increases the defense of all the monsters, I think by 700. So obviously if the Exodia piece get attacked with some luck, it will survive. They have to be face up, of course. But as long as they're all face up, I think you can activate your ability. Pardon me, as Exodia. But yeah, he slipped up and I won. So it's going to be 2 battles. So it's going to be Bakura next. So you get double the fun, double the entertainment, double battle, just like last time there were 2 battles. Yeah, not really too much, because to be honest, most of his cards are rare cards. Like even Acid Trap Hole's rare. You can win it, but you might be better off reincarnating it or something. So that's Yuki's grandfather. Not too bad. You may have beaten me, but I doubt you'll survive a duel with my nephew Yuki. Yeah, and here is his nephew, so it's kind of like his uncle. But yeah. Now Bakura, and this is Yami Bakura. Don't know why Yami Bakura's on Yuki's side, but there you go. I'm guessing it's just because, you know, Bakura himself can't fight. Of course, his deck cost is like ridiculously low, 757. I think it might be the lowest, even lower than Bones or the Necromancer, if you like. So unfortunately, about 4 minutes will be me shuffling through my deck, trying to find things to get rid of. To be honest, Bakura isn't too difficult. His is Crush Terrain. If you can screw his Crush Terrain over with field spells, monster abilities, then you've pretty much got the duel in the bag, as you'll soon see after we've produced all the customization. Again, I'll still be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories pretty much straight afterwards, because this is nearing to the end. Once I record the last parts of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll probably start recording Forbidden Memories. Again, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I want to record it on my PC, I mean laptop, but so it'll be easier, so I can grind for cards faster. I mean, granted, I could just use my old save data, start again, but then I'd be overpowered. Or I could use it and then I could just use like a crappy standard deck, and then when I get to more opponents, I could use a better, use a better deck and basically say this is how you get the monsters. I'll tell you what, if any of you are watching this, looking forward to the Forbidden Memories playthrough, would you prefer if I did start again with all the crappy cards and then I have to grind? Or would you mind if I literally just used my save data? I'd have all my powerful cards, but I wouldn't use them until I got to the really difficult people. I'd use weak cards as if I was starting a new game, but when I got to better, as I gradually get better, people that have stronger monsters, I'll start using the same sort of cards that they have. At that level, you'll be able to grind. Let me know. I mean, it'd be easier on me, but I don't want people to be like, oh, you're not playing legitimately, or how do you get this card? I mean, I'd explain. I'd get up to mine. I'd say, fight Mai if you want this, and blah blah blah, and fight this guy if you want, red ice or whatever, But let me know. If no one comments, I may just go for it and see how we go. If not, I may just grind properly. It'd be easier on me, and I'd be able to get more parts up for you guys. And obviously, like I say, I'd do it as if I was starting again, because that wouldn't be fair if I was like, oh, here, look, I've got all these powerful cards, and you're like, well, how do I get these powerful cards? So, I'm looking forward to it though, definitely. As a random note, we haven't started a Forbidden Memories playthrough, but there are no effect monsters, considering we're at the point of effect monsters. They're all normal cards, so if you've never played Forbidden Memories, but you've played Duels of Roses, be sure to just before to tune in, see what you think of the game. It's for PS1. But for the PS1, I am quite impressed actually. I've played it so many times. It's a very difficult game, but I still like it. It's simple. It's a one-turn thing. Fusions are a lot easier in that game though, as you'll find out when we play it. I'm still going to do Crash 2 or Spyro, depending on which game. But at the moment we're at a stalemate. It looks like there's 2 for Crash and 2 for Spyro, so I'm guessing you guys want me to do both of them pretty much around the same time. But if that stalemate, doesn't break, we'll see what happens. We'll see what I decide. But I don't want to reveal too much for that. Obviously I'll get round to doing them both. But which one do you guys want to see? I like to say the video is still there. Once I've decided, or once it's been decided, I'll remove the video. Because I don't want it to be too long. Like I say, it'll probably be after Digimon World, so it's still a while yet. You still got plenty of time to get voting on that. Alright, I think... Are we ready? I think we are, so let's save and let's go for it. So you're the one that called the Rose Daughters. I'm Bakura, a Britannia card warrior. There was a time when some knew me as Jack Cade or Mortimer. You stand on Celt soil where card dueling has been passed on for generations. In particular, my family have mastered the art of the dark duel. Well, shall we begin? In other words, the Shadow Realm, Yugi Boy, and Pegasus Crawford. Crushed Terrain and Forest. His deck leader is Dark Plant, which is a very odd and must be very difficult to, level up. But Dark Plant has a number of abilities. It has an ability every time it ends its turn to increase its life points by 50. That isn't much, as you'll see here, life P recovery, but it's plus 50, so it always goes plus 50. It's a very strange It's the only deck leader that has it, as far as I know. It's the only enemy that has it. Person that the player, the NPC that has it. Like I say here, I'm using Kaiushin to sort of screw over his terrain a little bit. Any monsters like that, magic cards, you got a massive mountain terrain or desert terrain, whatever, you could screw him over. But yeah, he's got quite a number of abilities. Now this confused me. I was like, Bean Soldier's got a 400 attack, that's fine. 1400, I can go on crushed terrain. But you'll soon see. I was so confused, so I had to look at his deck leader. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. I'm not hallucinating, am I? It died. The game, I broke the game. But if you look, it's got increased strength for same type. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm surprised that cough did not come sooner. That's how I'm apologising. I'm trying to commentate just when I can. This cough is starting to just come out of nowhere. It's summer. I shouldn't be coughing. Well, it's not summer, but it's getting there. And it has an ability to destroy a certain type of card. Unfortunately, it's dragon. So curse the dragon. Bye bye. It's permanently spellbound. I think that's a bit unfair, to be honest. But there you go. There you go, folks. I'm actually looking forward to the final match. I really enjoy the final match because it's a challenge, and it's not so much traps. It's all about power versus power, and I like that. And it's a chance to get really good cards as well, powerful cards. Looking forward to that. Might be one of my top favourite battles. It's difficult, and you can lose a number of times, but it's good for getting good cards, and you see a lot of rare cards and a lot of rare powerful cards, you know, like Blue Eyes. I mean, you see Blue Eyes, but you even see like Black Skull Dragon, so in fusion, of course, not in card. Meteor B Dragon, so yeah. I won't reveal who it is if you've never played the game, but I'm sure most of you played the game will know. The Wicked Worm Beast. This is an interesting card. Every time you destroy it, it returns to your deck. Now I may show you a trick later on how to grind your deck leader if you want to level it up. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it because, well, you can do, but there's really no need unless you just want to play it for fun and get different abilities. Anyway, I've just exploited him here. Summon the Judgment Hand. There we go. I literally dominated this guy. I didn't really have that much trouble at all. He isn't really too difficult. He really isn't. I've lost against him once when he surprised me with a powerful card, actually. He really did surprise me, but he really isn't that difficult. We'll soon have him finished. But yeah, the Wicked Worm Beast, because it keeps resetting, it's actually a pretty good card. You can use to grind your cards on, because when it comes to grinding for your card to level up a title, it gets points for staying on the field face up, how many turns, and it gets points for destroying monsters, and I think it gets points for something else, but I'm not sure. I think it gets points for being a deck leader as well, or something like that. Excuse me. So if you use the Wicked Worm Beast, you can actually keep destroying it and you know, keep grinding. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it unless you really just wanted to find out what the abilities are like. But I may do it in a separate. I may not actually do it, but I'll explain it and sort of show a little bit of it and stuff on the free duel, because there is free duel in this game, which I don't think I've explained too much. But I'll go into that almost like an extra video if anyone's interested and wants to know about grinding. But we got this. Look at this. We got this. He'll surrender. Nothing he can do. life point recovery, absolutely pointless. And Bakura is defeated. There we are. There we are, folks. Done in. Really, it wasn't that hard at all. Again, not really too much. Just anything. I'm not too bothered at this point. I'm pretty certain I'll be fine. The final person to fight is none other than Yugi, and again, I'll probably fight the two last characters with the credits and everything. No way, I warn you, the next field of battle will be your last. Be prepared to meet your maker. Give me your rose card, bitch. Thank you. And of course, Yugi is a bit tricky. But if you know his deck in the series, you pretty much know what is going to have Dark Magician, Curse of Dragon. So next we'll be heading to Brest. Yes, Brest. And he has a deck cost of 1206, which is higher than Seto's. So we've got plenty, you know, you can just pretty much go all out. Anyway, I've been Jay from GameBustersUK. See you guys when we fight Yugi.